Hello everyone. Yeah, I thought, well, why not? Let's make a return. This is a game that YouTube doesn't actually recognise, which is interesting. Well, actually, this is the first time, I think, ever since, really just streaming on YouTube, streaming games on YouTube, I've ever had a game that is just doesn't exist according to YouTube. Which is a bit of a surprise. First time out of all the weird indie stuff that I've put onto the channel at various points, this is the first one. Welcome everyone to Fortresscraft Evolved. Now, some people will see Factorio as the first factory game. They'd be wrong. I believe this is actually the first one. Again, I could be wrong on that one. There may be something else that predated this. But this and Factorio share the fact that they were both inspired by the Minecraft mod Buildcraft. Just this one got there 5 years earlier. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love Factorio, but for me, Factorio had a real problem where there wasn't really a sense of scale. Sure, factories were big and laid out in front of you, but they were laid out in front of you. This, like Satisfactory, you can have your factories around you. Let's dive in, shall we? So, made by one guy or small team. I think he had some sound help with sounds, and it's certainly a big community effort for textures and that sort of thing. But vast majority of the game made by a single guy. So let's begin, shall we? So we need to add power. We basically just follow these instructions. Now this game has one of the best tutorial methods. If you ever want to know anything, I can't remember which button it is. That may start a little bit later, but hold on. What do I need to do? Sorry. Press E and then add resources. Yep. So we click add resources, and it adds a little bit of coal in. That then makes power, which means we can charge our suit. We need to keep our suit charged in order for us to be able to stay alive. We do have a health bar. We do have well, we don't have a jetpack yet, I don't think. No, we don't. We do have, oh, again, we haven't got that part yet. Right, add some power to the extractor, at least 200. Press Q to remove the coal. Wait, Q? No, hold on. X. Oh no, now I need to just scan something. And then we process that, and now we just build. So Arthur is a little robot that follows us around, and he is going to keep our suit charged. Now I just need to put that in there. You don't need to put it into suit upgrades, but it gets it out of your inventory. Inventory is on I. Right, so now we just go down the block building part of the game. So that is now, so that's a laser transmitter, and that is power. That is taking energy from this cube and sending it into that cube, which is hooked into here. It's a very simple power transport method, and resources are moved by conveyor belt, and then we just use logistics hoppers there. Logistics hopper only has 2 slots, but that's fine because it's literally just acting like the hopper in Minecraft. It is not there to store items, it's there to transfer them. Now it also wants us to place that there. We interact with it. One of these needs to be add only, one of these needs to be remove only, just so that we have so that one can only be remove and add that way around. That one could be that can have stuff taken out of it, and that can only have stuff added to it from machines. You can obviously just add stuff from your own inventory if you want to do that. Now the game opens up. We need to find resources because, as you can see, our ship is a little bit exploded right now. So, let's just ping that, and we get a whole bunch of stuff that we can... No, sorry, I've got it set to the wrong one. There we go. Whole bunch of stuff that we can scan. So if we click X, we can then just kind of get that. I've got some unknown stuff that I can just scan now. Process that, process that. Scanning stuff gets us points that we can spend on projects and recipes. So base building, that will unlock the... So we unlock the project and then we can unlock recipes out of that. So I'm just going to use this all to just unlock a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to need going forwards. Right, we do need to find ore. So what we can do in the game is dig straight down. If there's something useful there. This game does a lot of really cool stuff that I'm not sure if it was ever really done afterwards, really. Some of it, definitely not. So one of the things we can do, is it on J? M? There's a lot of stuff we can do, but I can't remember how to do any of it yet. We've got like really cool maps that allow us to see through everything. Is that? No, it's not on tab. We've got if we go to our inventory, and I think if we basically when we look at stuff, we can. Let's paint. Ah, no, that is weird cam. Don't know quite what that. No, that's hide hard. Let's see. I thought it was on J, or was it T L L? Ah, yeah. No, it's on K. So this is the map that allows you to see everything in the world, no matter how far away it is. You can kind of see bits and pieces, but it will also allow you to see where lasers are traveling, and where it's like basically a wireframe mode. This is really useful later on. We've also got a light on L with multiple settings that drains power. Right, we need to grab some of this. That is our tin ore. And we get that going. Just add a little bit of power. Add logistics hopper. And we can then... Well, we can do that, and then we can do this. We can build in nice long lines. Rotate stuff, obviously, when we've closed it. Yeah. Just have to be a little bit careful about that. You can need to place that and then do that, and then, yeah. As for getting it up the slope, we do have conveyors that go up slopes. These are the faster belts, slightly faster belts. And then we just need to go and fill in all these gaps. So, we've just got a line builder, which is very useful for when you're building lots of foundations and that sort of thing. Very quickly. Sometimes you have to build very quickly because of it gets cold in areas, or you might have to deal with poison clouds. There's a whole upgrade system. The guy added a lot, but it's it's strange because it's a lot that I say mostly works, because there are some features in it that didn't quite come to anything. Oh, it's H. Yeah, so if you're looking at something and hit H, you can get contextual help on stuff. You can also find out what all your current research that is yet to do does. If you've got something selected in your hotbar and you press H, it will tell you you can click on that as well. Really useful, and very few games have done it since, which is a real shame. Because having contextual help that actually works in games is really quite useful. Right, we now need to find copper is the next thing. Obviously, it's just good to scan everything that comes up in blue anyway, because then it gets it done. And it gets you a little bit of research points. Right, what is this? That is probably copper. Downside of the big blue stuff is that you can't actually see. Yes, I had got that. Yes, that's the copper that we need. And we can actually just unlock some stuff. So upgrading, improved that, solar cell, excellent. And then we keep going. Obviously, you know, the looks are very Minecrafty, certainly, which I don't think is a particularly bad thing. But then, bias, I think this game's phenomenal. What was done here was something that was quite... Yes, I know. It's a bit of a weird message because, yeah, I know I've done all this. So it kind of looks a little bit like, oh, it's just another Minecraft clone. It's not. You know, it is its own game. It's certainly got some inspiration there. But it is definitely it takes the lessons that were learnt from Minecraft and does its own thing. You know, there's no sort of redstone in this game. You know, this is not Minecraft. It's something kind of cool, something unique, and yeah, for its time, I would say, well, yeah, unique for its time, maybe a little bit more than necessarily just being unique. Right, I'm gonna just do that. So we've got that. Now I can just, what am I doing? Let's put that there, and then that one there, and then we are going to remove that from there, add that from there to there. Right, so when that gets here, that is going to probably not do a huge amount because these basic laser transmitters aren't very good. But that's fine. We've got a very basic setup now, and now we need to go and find iron. And where do we go and find iron from? Well, we're going to have to dig down. There are other ways of getting iron. You can like grind down blocks, but we don't have the tech for that yet. Automation. Let's see if there's anything here that we want. I mean, there's quite a lot of stuff that we want, but yeah, I'll take all of that. So there's the macerator, which gets you a chance to produce ore, and then we've got things like our auto excavator, which is going to be really useful. Our work floor excavator, again, really useful for clearing out large amounts of space, and I think that may be the place that we need to drop for. that. So what do? Well, we dig straight down. There is no pockets of lava in the game. Well, that's not entirely true. There is lava if you get deep enough, but deep enough is extremely deep. Let me just get to here. Right, minus 64. We are now as deep as Minecraft will allow in the new update, I think. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Unsure. Can't remember. However, you can go a lot deeper in this game. How much deeper? Well, you know, like, minus a lot. And each one of them has their own challenge to sort of overcome. Right. Oh, yes, right. How do I get up? Well, I use the F key, and we have a grappling hook. At the moment, we use the grappling hook. There are elevators in the game, but I don't have the ability to make those yet because the resources are yet to come through. Also, just scan that because I can. Right, ping unknown. Let's see what we got. Yep, there is something down here. Full damage is a thing, which is why we're kind of doing this sort of slow drop down. Right, and then hopefully just by going through here, we should now get to the iron. And how do you get it out of the ground again? Well, there's a few methods. Later on, certainly, cargo elevators. They're going to be sort of the go-to for hauling large amounts of goods out of the depths. Short term, conveyors. Or just go down there yourself and grab it. Let's empty that out of there. Why is this not? Oh, because I need to add some power to the system. That's fine. I can do that. Just add that. And just grab some power from out of this system. Excellent. And yeah, so that's our iron ore. Well, really, I need to make sure that I've got a nice big hole down here. So I'm going to dig one. Because ultimately, I need a way to get back up again each time. And an elevator is 3x3 wide. There are risks involved, however, with everything that we're doing. Because this game is not just a factory builder. Like Factorio that came afterwards. We have have a tower defense mechanic. It's not particularly hugely complicated. Every so often, waves of beasties will come through and try and destroy the CPH. And if that happens, well, everything kind of goes dark and it fixes itself after a little while. It's but of course the most important thing is that when a wave succeeds, well, all the beasties, they go away. Now, why is that a bad thing? Well, because the beasties have resources that you might want. You know, parts, they drop parts, body parts that are used in recipes, such as for augmenting your power grid. So it's a little bit of an interesting mechanic, really, because it from the outset it doesn't really seem to have much impact. But actually, you know, it's like in 7 Days to Die. Part of the reason why you are killing the zombies on Horde Night, why you actually want to kill them, is because they drop really good loot. So part of the reason why you will want to kill the wasps that are going to be attacking the base later on is because they drop loot. Simple as. And you do get guns and stuff, but there's other things that are a little bit less sort of obvious. As you build and as you expand, there are things that might sort of attach themselves to your conveyor belts, and this causes the resin that you might see around your world to expand, and because they are part of the same entity. This can cause you problems because as it expands it does consume your base. So you do have to be a little bit careful about making sure that your belts are cleared of any sort of these parasites. There's other things down here, things that will attempt to eat your power. They'll latch on to an energy cube and attempt to consume all of its power. This is a game that does quite a lot without it being too obvious that it is doing actually quite a lot. Let's do this. Just getting it all set up for that. And let's just get a drill in and sticker. I don't have a storage hopper. I need one of those. It's fine. I'll put a logistics hopper on for now, and then I'll get out of here before I freeze to death. Now, so I did mention earlier that some of the features don't come to fruition, and as I'm dying of hypothermia, so rooms is the only thing that really didn't quite come to complete fruition. There is a system in the game called rooms, which are basically used to isolate areas of your factory, so it reduces the amount of processing that's needed for the computer to for the game to sort of handle. That bit works fine. The bit that doesn't work fine is all sort of the extra bits, like the cleanliness level and the heat level and all that, those sorts of extra bits. They were never really implemented. It doesn't take anything away from the game. It would have added a little bit, certainly in the colder environments, having a room that you could kind of retire to warm up might have been kind of cool. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really change the game too much. So it's a note. It's just sort of a note of something that didn't quite work, but that's fine. Just grabbing a few bits and bobs out of here. These are all things that I will need in the future, but I don't quite have all the ability to make them yet. So I'm just grabbing a few bits so that we can start having a look at the mechanisms by which we craft stuff. And my brain has gone completely blank as to the thing that I was actually looking for was the elevator, which is in here somewhere. I can't remember where it is. It's possible we've not actually unlocked it yet. In fact, I may not have unlocked it yet. That's fine. Thought I would have done. I thought it was a basic thing. So room building we will take, because we will need it. Really, we want to just take all of these things, because all this stuff we can just. These are just basic projects. Laboratories, however, will unlock the next level of research. And then things get sort of a lot more complicated. yeah, let's get rid of that one and replace that with one of these ones. Add a little bit of power. And yeah. Let's start getting some very, very crude setups sorted out up here for the creation of useful stuff. So let's get one of these down. This is making tin, or at least it would be making tin if it had any power. We've got quite a lot of range on recharging some of this stuff, so, you know, just sort of zap it and move on. So this is going to be copper. This is going to be plates. Except we can't... Oh, no, this is copper. Sorry, this is copper. I want to... This is tin. Yeah, that's right. Which is good because I need the tin plates, I believe. Is it tin plates? So in order to make the wire thingamabob, the extrusion plant, I need tin plates and copper bars. That's right. Got some copper bars. I will have some tin plates momentarily. Just setting up for future tin stuff. And this is kind of how, you know, the everything is sort of put together. We use individual blocks to build our factories. Very Minecrafty in that respect. The sort of, I guess the big difference between this and say a modded Minecraft session is that this is obviously, it's been built for the game, and so the performance is reasonably alright. It's currently at 30 FPS. There's a lot going on in this game, and I may have it probably have VSync on. Oh, there it is. It's there. We're building one of these because I need to be able to get up and down this this shaft without having the potential of just falling to my doom. So especially as these tunnels are going to get deep. Now there is a maximum range on the elevator for these ones. The cargo elevators can go as deep as you like, and there are a few sort of, you know, ooh, a cave. Let's do this. You can also kind of do it from the other way as well. There's another way that you can do these things, but well, there's a few ways of digging these tunnels. Mostly, if you can, don't do it yourself. You know, set it up so that you don't have to do it yourself. Right, so I need to just grab some, not coal. Oh, come on, I have some. No, that's the coal. That's that. And up we go. This may not take me all the way up. I think it will take me most of the way up, and then I can just do that. You can get little boosts to make them go all the way up, or however, wherever you like, but yeah, it has a maximum height of 64 meters unless you start fiddling around with it. which is fine. It just means I have to grapple down. The other way is obviously just set up a second elevator next to it, so you can just have a transfer point. Okay, where are we at? Half an hour. Right, so that is basically the start of the game anyway. I am going to cut this one short here today. I'm going to, continue on, build up a little bit more. And maybe we'll see this return next week for maybe a little bit of a longer one, when I've got a little bit more done. The start of the game can be a little slow, so I don't really want to do the full half hour, full hour today. But yes, so this one may make a bit of a return as I play through it once more. So yeah, with that I will say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.